Yes people, what is happening, how are we all doing, and welcome back to the channel. Cars have finally arrived in Lego Fortnite as this is the Mechanical Mayhem update, everything that you need to know. And so with all of that out of the way, then let's not waste any more time, let's jump straight into things and let's do this. So Mechanical Mayhem has finally arrived in Fortnite because after waiting for months, we're now going to be able to build vehicles. Lego Fortnite has given us tons of information before the update drops tomorrow, including exactly what we're going to be getting. We're going to have 3 brand new prefab vehicles that you can see in this key art right here, and I'm going to delve into those right now. The first of those vehicles is in fact the smallest, and it's known as the Speeder. This is pretty much the fastest vehicle that we're going to be getting, and people are going to be using this for speeding from one biome to the next. So if all you're bothered about is getting somewhere extremely quickly, this is definitely going to be the vehicle that you want to build. And if you want to have the whole build provided for you because you're not really bothered about making some kind of custom vehicle, don't worry, Lego Fortnite has got you covered. Because as soon as you get access to the brand new power cell in your inventory, they're going to give you this recipe for building. But in terms of power cells, that's going to be something that I'm going to touch on a little bit later, because first I want to talk about the off-roader. This is the next vehicle that Lego Fortnite are dishing out for us as part of a prefab build, and it is of course the second biggest of the 3. Of course this one is not going to be as quick as the Speeder, but this vehicle is going to be more suited to carrying numerous passengers, because you can add multiple seats to this vehicle. More on that a little bit later because I'm going to go into that in a lot more depth. Interestingly though, with this vehicle, by the looks of it, it's not just passengers that you're going to be able to carry. As in one of the images, it does in fact have a chest on top, so we can only assume that we're going to be able to add chest in order to carry a ton of loot. Which quite frankly sounds incredibly useful. I know tons of us are so bored of going over to other biomes, filling our inventories with loot and not being able to carry stuff that we want to. It looks like this kind of thing is going to solve that problem because you're going to have so much more space. But if you want to get your hands on the off-roader, apparently all you've got to do is add some flexwood into your inventory. That will give you the build recipe for this, and that sounds incredibly easy, so I'm very happy there. And then our third and final vehicle that you're going to be able to get with a prefab build, meaning that you literally don't have to spend the time doing it yourself, is known as the Hauler. And this thing is absolutely huge. Not only can it carry a ridiculous number of people, it can also carry a ton of other stuff too. We already know that this vehicle is going to be able to carry literal houses because they show it us right there in the image. Not only that, but interestingly, you can actually see Drax the Destroyer on there from Guardians of the Galaxy, who at this point in time is not even a Fortnite skin, so I guess you've got yourselves a little Marvel leak there. Houses and Guardians though are not the only thing that you're going to be able to put on the Hauler, because if you take a look at the one in the background, there's actually something that's a little bit secret. Unless my eyes are deceiving me, I have spotted a crafting bench on the Hauler at the back, which means that by the looks of it, you're going to be able to bring machinery with you on your journeys. Not only that, but on both the Hauler and the off-roader, I think there's a possibility we might be able to add decor items to them. As quite clearly on these 2 vehicles, you can see stuff from different Lego kits. You can quite clearly see a flag from the Lion Knight's Castle bundle, and I'm pretty sure I've spotted a llama floaty from the Beachside Boulevard as well. So it's one of 2 things, either we can add decor items to them, or these items that actually come from these specific Lego kits you buy in the item shop are going to be featured on the vehicles. And as for the absolutely insanely sized Hauler vehicle, it's going to be incredibly easy to get the build recipe for this. All you need to do is add Frostpine to your inventory. I think I speak for everyone when I say that is a lot easier than we were expecting. But if you're somebody who doesn't like to take the easy route and wants to make things a little bit more difficult, don't panic because you're actually going to be able to make custom vehicles. And you are going to have access to a whole host of things in order to make that happen. The first of these is going to be the power center, and this is basically the engine for your vehicle. And as you can see on screen, there is quite clearly 3 of these based on the different types of vehicle: the Speeder, the off-roader and the Hauler. But if you want these power centers to actually work and take you on your journey, you're going to need something known as a power cell. And exactly how long you can drive your vehicle for is going to depend on how many power cells you put into your power center. So obviously, if you want to be going a really long distance across numerous biomes, make sure that you cram this thing up to the max with power cells. How exactly you're going to be making power cells I'm going to get onto in a second, but first I want to talk about how we're going to be steering things. Because we're going to be getting 2 very different types of wheels. The first of those is known as turnable wheels, and those are pretty self-explanatory. If you want to be able to properly steer your vehicle, these are the wheels you have to use. We are actually going to be getting another type as well, known as powered wheels, but you're not going to be able to steer these. All they're going to do is simply propel you forwards. So take note people, if you're looking to create a vehicle that you're going to be able to drive all over your Lego Fortnite survival world, I would strongly recommend turnable wheels. If you don't do that and you end up using powered wheels by accident, nothing's really going to happen. All you're going to do is go in a straight line. So if you're looking to drive this vehicle all over the different biomes and you've attached some turnable wheels, how exactly are we going to make it go in any particular direction? We've previously spoken about leaks to do with the good old classic steering wheel. Well, I'm here to tell you that this is now completely different. That is a thing of the past, everything's changed massively, we're now going to be using a driver's seat. And just like I spoke about using turnable wheels if you want to be able to go in different directions, you are going to have to combine that with a driver's seat if you want to be able to do it. And as I mentioned earlier on, don't panic if you're not really looking to go on a solo journey, because you're going to be able to add numerous seats to your vehicle so you can take your friends with you. So this is all well and good, having steerable wheels, having a driver's seat is amazing, but if you can't actually go anywhere, what use is it going to be? And the answer to that all starts with the brand new compost bin. This is a brand new station that you're going to be able to use to recycle old resources. You're going to be able to chuck stuff in it that you don't want anymore, and it's going to give you things back such as biomass, fertilizer and soil. Now sure, fertilizer and soil you're probably already familiar with if you're a little bit of a Lego Fortnite professional, but we have never heard of biomass up to this point. However, it's going to play a pretty important part, because biomass along with glass is actually going to be two of the items that you're going to need to have in order to make power cells. It seems pretty likely that those aren't going to be the only two items you're going to need to make power cells, and there will probably be other stuff too. However, the two ones that we have confirmed are biomass and glass. And apparently the amount and rarity of items that you're going to get back out of the compost bin is entirely going to depend on what you put in it. So obviously the higher rarity items you put in, the higher rarity you're going to get out. And so it seems like we're going to be doing a lot of testing with this one to find out exactly how it works. And speaking of working, if you're looking to become a little bit of a mechanic in Lego Fortnite, I would probably advise using the new wrench. Because if you're a person who's already been creating some pretty insane vehicles in Lego Fortnite like we've seen already, this thing is probably going to blow your mind. You're going to be able to use the wrench to control switches and thrusters, which is going to completely change how you use them. You'll now be able to control as many thrusters as you want using 3 separate switches instead of one just for everything. And that is all down to the wrench. So it looks like if you're a big fan of building custom vehicles in Lego Fortnite, this is about to change the landscape of that. But don't forget, if you're going to be making some hazardous journeys in your survival world, you're going to need to be able to see where you're going. And so say hello to the brand new Illuminator. Although apparently technically not a vehicle part, this is going to add a light aura to your world in dark areas to help you out. And if you're going to be building these things, you're going to need the recipe, and in order to do that, you're going to need to add a thermal fish to your inventory. It's literally that easy. And although Lego Fortnite has told us that this is technically not a vehicle part, to me it does look like we're going to be able to use them on our vehicles. If you take a closer look at this image right here, it seems like these are all present on the front of our 3 vehicles, the speeder, the off-roader and the hauler. So if I was to take a guess, it looks like these are going to be lighting up the front of our vehicles, but you're also going to be able to use them in other places as well. And I've previously spoken about going on journeys with your friends. Well, if you don't happen to have any friends, don't worry about that, because you can just take an NPC with you instead. Because new villagers are coming to the world of Lego Fortnite. You can see tons of the previous ones up on screen right here that we've already got. But with the Mechanical Mayhem update, we're going to be getting a few new ones too, such as Oscar, Jules, Comet and Lynx. So as soon as the update drops, you'll be able to get them as a villager in your world. And there we have it, people. That is currently everything we know about the brand new Mechanical Mayhem update in Lego Fortnite. Cars are finally here and it's going to be absolutely insane. And that is pretty much everything I have got for you right here in today's video. I'm sure I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace out.